What is up, guys? It's Bebe. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. Thank you for clicking on this video. I am a content creator in the electronic music space, so I make videos all about dance music, electronic music, festival going, the culture, the community, everything in between. So I would love it if you stuck around and subscribed. And yeah, today we're going to talk about Creamfields for two reasons. One, this lineup blew me away when it dropped. So unbelievable. I'm so excited to talk about it. And two, I'm also excited to talk about it because it is about time that I started discussing and repping some UK based festivals. For those of you who don't know, if you are new here, I am a dual citizen, so I'm British and American. I have never been to Creamfields. I've actually never done a UK festival. I've only done UK shows and raves, so I can't speak to the experience of this one, but from what I've seen, it looks very fun. And I'll make it back over there for this or some UK festival one day, but for this year I'm just focusing on American events, just because the US is in a very different place COVID wise than Europe and particularly the UK. If you have been to Creamfields before, I encourage you to leave some tips for attendees down below for maybe some people who are going for the first time. Because this lineup is so long and I don't want this to be a very lengthy video, I'm not going to go into too much detail with each artist, but as with every lineup video, I encourage you guys to check out the artists that you don't know. You never know, you might find your new favorite one. So with that being said, let's just get into it. Starting off strong with Above and Beyond, one of my favorite artists. I feel like most people know them, but yeah, trance, the best vibes, such good energy in crowds at their sets. Adam Beyer's techno, Adoro is hard dance. That's the one thing I'm very jealous of you guys in the UK and in Europe in general, is that you get far more hard dance and D&B representation than we do. We really don't get any, so I'm very jealous. Afrojack is kind of a big name in EDM, so I feel like everyone knows him as well. Alan Fitzpatrick is techno, but he has a bit more of a melodic side to it, so there's some cool melodies. Alesso, I think everyone knows as well, big EDM name. Alex Kidd is hard dance. Alok is also a big name. He's very well streamed. He has a very popular remix of Piece of Your Heart by Medusa. Alpha 9 is trance. It is the trance alias of Artie, one of my favorite trance artists as well. Ali and Fila is trance. Amber Stomp, I'm not familiar with, apologies. Amy Wiles is trance. Andrea Olivia is house. Andy C is drum and bass. Again, very jealous of you guys. We don't really get that in the US. Andy Whitby is more of kind of like, it's kind of more of a Euro dance feel. Some of it could be considered hard dance, but really it's got that kind of like Euro dance energy. Anna is techno, or Anna, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Anna Tur is also a techno kind of feel. Argy, or Argy, sorry if I'm pronouncing any of these wrong. I really do apologize. But that I believe is techno. I'm pretty sure they're techno. Armin van Buuren, everyone, come on. If you don't know Armin by now, I don't know what to tell you. You must be living under a rock. But he is my favorite trance artist. I grew up listening to his music, so always hits you right in the feels. Artback could be considered a lot of different genres. Sometimes could be classified as techno. I think a lot of their stuff is more deep house, open to interpretation. Music is subjective, let's remember that as I describe all of these artists and their genres. Ashley Smith is trance. Beavis, I really apologize if I'm saying these wrong, also trance. Bart B. Moore is house. Basement Jaxx, so classic. If you don't know who Basement Jaxx is, definitely do your research. Bassjackers, very popular EDM artists, very spinning records vibes, if you catch my drift. Ben Gold is trance. Ben Nicky does some trance, some hard dance. It's kind of a mix, which I always like the artists that kind of mix different genres. I think it's really fun. Benny Benassi, I feel like we all know him, and Bicep, I think we all know. I don't really need to go through them, do I? Brendan Hart, one of my favorite artists, very jealous. If you're at this set, please send me videos, thank you. Brian Kearney is trance. Camel Fat is house. I really love Camel Fat. I've seen them a bunch. Always a great set. Carl Cox, the king. Again, if you don't know who he is, I don't know what to tell you. Charlotte DeWitt is techno. She is a star. Really love her. I'm like losing my place in this lineup because they're all the same size and it's just a lot to take in. The Chemical Brothers, I think everyone knows. Chris Lorenzo, one of my favorite house artists. He makes some really cool stuff. Sorry if you can hear my cat in the background. Chucky kind of spans many genres. Some of his tracks have more of like a Latin feel to them, but yeah, he's like house. I don't know, he's a lot of genres, open to interpretation. Kira McAdley is trance, has a really great track called All I Want. Claptone, I feel like everyone kind of knows. Sorry if I'm like skipping people that I think a lot of people know and you don't actually know them, but just look those ones up because I promise you probably will actually recognize their music and just not know the name. Corey James is house. Cosmic Gate is trance. I really love them. Craig Connolly is trance. There's a lot of trance on this lineup. I really dig it. Christoph is house. We actually just did a piece on him for the festival brand I work for. So if you want to check that out, go check out Festival Insider on Instagram. We did an artist spotlight on him a little bit ago. DOD is house. Danny T is house, I believe. I could be wrong. I'm sorry. Darren Styles, such a fun set. He's also one of my favorite hard dance artists. David Guetta. I don't know what to tell you if you don't know who David Guetta is. Dax J is techno. Daxon is trance. Deadmau5. He does a lot of different things, but I feel like everyone knows Deadmau5 as well. So Deadmau5. Dennis Solta is house. Denise Koyu, I believe that's how you say it. He has a really cool remix of Body Back by Griffin. Of course, that's the only thing I bring up about him because this bitch, the American, just jumped out. But yeah, if you know Body Back by Griffin, he has a cool remix of it. There you go. Dimension is D&B. Disciples, I feel like everyone kind of knows. If you don't, Disciples and Calvin Harris have the track How Deep Is Your Love. I'm sure you know that track. Dimitri Vegas and Like Mike, big EDM name, also very spinning records vibes. If I had to describe, like them and Bass Jackers, just spinning vibes. Thank you. DJ Isaac is hard dance. John Townsend is house, I believe. Eden Prince is, he has a lot of really fun remixes. He's a very well streamed artist. You probably have heard his stuff before. Eli Brown, I feel like most people know. House. Enrico Sangliano, sorry if I said that wrong. Techno. Eric Prydz. Come on. And then we have, oh my god, there's so many people. I feel like I gotta start going quicker here. We have Example, we have Factor B. Factor B's trance. Faithless, DJ Set, Phase 2. Phase 2 is hard dance. Fisher, again, you must be living under a rock if you don't know Fisher. Frankie Waugh, Friction. Friction is drum and bass. I actually really like Friction. Garden State, they release a lot on Anjuna Beats. Gareth Emery is trance. Giuseppe Ottaviani is trance, just put out a song with Armin, which I really like. Gorgon City, house, they're amazing. Greg Downey is trance. I feel like I need to start skipping over some people because I don't want this video to be so long. So let's see. GVN, Hannah Wands, I love Headhunters. They are a great hard dance act. Helena Hauff is more techno. Some of it has a bit more like acid vibes though. Hixie is hard dance, more specifically happy hardcore. Holy Goof is house with a more bassy feel. Hot Since 82, everyone kind of knows. Hybrid Minds is more drum and bass, but like more melodic, if you will. Elon Bluestone, the Spencer Brown remix of his song Will We Remain. That's all I have to say. I fucking love that song. James Organ is house and techno. Here come all the James and Jamies because we're in the UK. James Organ, Jamie Cooper, oh my god, there's just so many. Jaws, I think that might be the first American, is that? There's no Americans on this lineup. Jaws is American. He's kind of does a lot of different genres, but his sets are usually mostly bass house, which is fun. Jax Jones, I feel like most people know. Jody Harsh is house. Joey Daniel is house. Jonas Q is trance. Jonas Blue is more, he's very well streamed EDM, bit more of a tropical vibe in my opinion. Joseph Capriati is techno. Josh Wink is kind of an OG, he does house and techno. Casey Lights is more of a melodic house feel. Kolsch is techno but more melodic. Kreider, it kind of falls under multiple genres but mostly has a lot of really popular remixes. Kutski is hard dance. La Fleur is more like techno. Laid Back Luke, I feel like everyone knows Laid Back Luke. Left Wing Cody is house. Leon Beinhall is some house, but mostly just like an electronica artist overall. Liam Mason is a more deep melodic house feel. Loco Dice is house. Logic 1000, don't think she really belongs to any one genre, to be honest with you. Loopers, I feel like a lot of people know Loopers. Has the song with Martin Garrix. What's it called? Is it Game Over? I want to say it's called Game Over. I feel like most people know that song. It's really popular. Low Steppa is a very well streamed house artist. Keep It Moving, Keep It Moving, Keep It Moving. Marco Carolla is techno, more techno. Martin Garrix. Mason Collective is more techno feel. Matt Zoe could fall into so many different genres, but overall just a very like feel good electronic artist. Matrix and Future Brown is DMB. I love their remix of Back to You by Slander. So good. The American is showing. Matt This is more old school house feel. Matten is a more like very EDM kind of sounding artist. Melvo Baptiste, more groovy, funky house kind of feel. Okay, Menno de Jong, or de Jong, depending on where he's from. If he's from Holland, which I'm sure he probably is because every fucking DJ is from Holland, then it's Jong, is trance. Michael Bebe is house and techno. Minus the Crown is hard dance. Miss Kate is hardcore. MK, the best vibes. We love an MK set. MKN is hard style, more like reverse bass. Monkey is house. My New Lang is house with a more bass feel. Sorry, I feel like I'm like literally hunched over. I apologize. NGN, or Next Generation Noise, is a bass artist. Could fall under many different subgenres of bass. Night Lapse is house, more of a tech house feel. Nina Kravitz, I think everyone knows. Notion, Burning is an amazing track by Notion. I really love Notion. Oh, and North Base is DNB. I like North Base. Oliver Heldens, very popular in the US, also around the world. He's house. Oliver Smith, a lot of releases with Anjuna, just kind of give you a vibe and a feel. Paul Van Dyke, I think everyone knows. Peggy Goo, my queen. Pendulum is drum and bass. Pete Bramage, I believe, is house. Phil McIntosh is hard dance. Purple Haze is Sander Van Doorn's alias. It's kind of more of a darker side, a more darker sound. Rebuke is a very well streamed house artist. Redfield is a house. They have a collab with Axwell. Reckless is hard dance. Reva Starr, I love, has the track Beat Freak with Chris Lake, which Chris Lake isn't on this lineup. Disappointing. Anyway, Rob Harnedy is some trance, some other genres. Sam Divine is house. SAS is drum and bass. Scooter is, my cat just looked at me. My cat's name is Scooter. Completely unrelated to the music industry, but Scooter is hard dance and Euro dance, I would say. Scott Project is some trance, some hard, not one genre. Sean Dean is house, but more of a bass vibe. Sean T is hard dance. Shift Key is a very well streamed house artist. Sick Individuals is a very EDM sound. Sigma is drum and bass. They're multi-genre. I wouldn't really categorize them under one thing. Signum is trance. Silk is house. I actually really like Silk. Simon Dunmore is house. SKT is house. Solardo is house. Got all the house. Soundrush is hardstyle. Subfocus is drum and bass. Sub-Zero Project. I love Sub-Zero Project. I still have never seen Sub-Zero Project live, so that's on my bucket list. Chami. Everyone loves Chami. The Shapeshifters is house. Third Party is kind of more of a progressive house feel. They were on the track Lions in the Wild with Martin Garrix. Thomas Gold, I think everyone knows. Some more EDM sounding, more of a pop influence, but most people know his song Magic. Tiesto, Timmy Trumpet, everyone knows them. TNT is hard dance. Todd Terry is an OG house DJ. Tom Starr is more of a progressive or electro house feel. Vinny Vici is trance. W&W kind of does a lot of different things. They're a very EDM artist. They're fun to see live. I do like their live sets. Wild Styles is hard dance. Will Atkinson is trance. Will Sparks is more EDM, progressive house, electro house. Youssef is tech house, and Zadix, sorry, is hard dance. Let's just unpack this whole thing for a minute. This is so unbelievably stacked. I would be so overwhelmed with set conflicts and days and times and just, oh my god. But yeah, that is the lineup in summary. Sorry I moved through that really fast, but I just know if I spent time talking about one artist for too long, this video would be just unbearable. That's it for the Creamfields lineup video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, if you're going, have the best time. I will make it back out there one day for this one. It's high on my bucket list, but this year it's not in the cards for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Like I said, be sure to subscribe for more electronic music content, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.